How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video here. I am AcA Guenter. Welcome to another reaction video. Today we're going to be watching 2004's The Punisher. This was Nostalgia Critic review. This is one of the first videos they did for 2025, I believe. So this is based on the comic book character from Marvel. So I hope you guys are looking after yourselves today. Apologise for lack of videos from me. I've been over on Twitch, trying to get my Twitch channel back up and running. I have done a watch-along/reaction to 3 of the Scooby-Doo movies. I think it's the first 3. The first 2 and then the prequel. Direct-to-TV prequel. I wanted to do more, but then the internet decided to go, we're not working today. And it was the same yesterday, so there was supposed to have been a stream yesterday, but I didn't stream because of my internet was playing up, and OBS, for some strange reason, would not connect to the internet. So I couldn't stream yesterday. Instead, my next stream will be tomorrow at 2:30. I won't normally be streaming on a Friday, but I finish work early tomorrow, so I might as well come on and make up for Wednesday. So today, like I said, we're going to be watching this film here. I know John Travolta's in it. I know the actress who played Daisy in the Super Mario Bros. Movies in this film. I haven't seen this film, so I don't know if the film's good, bad, or whatever. So, shall we get on with it then, guys? So let's get on with it here right now, guys. Nostalgia Critic, The Punisher. And I just want to say, guys, if you want me to react to videos, please make sure they're in English. Because I've had a couple of people request videos, and one was in German, one was in French. So the video itself was in German, one was in French. I'm English. I don't understand French or English. So, and to the person that recommended me Meat Cannon, what the hell was that? I watched the video of it, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? I didn't record it. I just thought I'd watch one just to see what it was like. What the fuck was that? So, anyway, let's go, guys. Nostalgia Critic, The Punisher.
Brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience?
Oh, quick intro.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. When Deadpool and Wolverine came out, it was not only a big hit, but it was also a fond farewell to the Marvel movies that weren't under the Disney name. There were cast members from many of the films, cast members from films that weren't even made, and even behind-the-scenes footage that paid tribute to what an impact these movies had. And this, of course, begs the question, why are we pretending these were good?
He's got a point. Majority of those films, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, all those films were fucking terrible. They were not good at all. And if you guys are wondering, no, I've not seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Because I didn't like the second one very much, I haven't seen that one. I'm not going to go watch that one. And same with Guardians. I love Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Watched 2, didn't like it, not seen the third one.
Okay, the Spider-Man movies were decent until everybody hated them. Occasionally we get a good X-Men movie until everybody hated them.
Yeah.
And, the Blade Flicks until everybody hated them. Yeah, most of these weren't good, y'all. But I do have to remind myself there's a whole generation under me that grew up with these films. And for better or worse, they do help shape what these people saw as comic book movies.
Yeah, I kind of grew up, these are the comic book movies I had. Because when these came out, I was from the age of 10 to like 14. So I grew up with these movies, but guess what? I never watched any of them. When it comes to comic book movies, I'm a Batman guy, and I've always have been. I'm not a fan of Marvel at all.
One of these that surprisingly gets passed over a lot, though, is The Punisher. Not because people say it was a masterpiece or anything, but the film was a big enough success that it got a sequel. And I think many can agree for a 2004 movie, it is very much a 2004 movie. You really can't watch it and guess it came out at any other year, and you could argue there's something interesting about that.
Yeah, this film reeks of 2004. My teenage years.
But still, it's not discussed much. And I guess I never bothered to check it out because, one, I don't know that much about The Punisher. And 2, it didn't exactly get the best reviews. But because people seem to have nostalgia for comic book movies of this era, I guess it does make sense to look back and see why. So let's trade a Dolph Lundgren for a John Travolta. We'll see who gets more laughs. This is The Punisher. The film opens, I think, in a Robert Rodriguez movie.
Yeah.
As the credits transition us to some criminal activity.
2 years it took me. You see, Mickey, he doesn't like new faces.
Yeah. Speaking of Robert Rodriguez, he's apparently done a film which won't be released for another 95 years. Because apparently he did a film a few years ago called 100 Years, and it's not going to come out until 2112 when we're all fucking dead. Fucking weird.
Guy Pearce wearing an Aaron Eckhart mask is pleased as some guns are being traded. But it turns out it's all a bust.
Nice!
Oh, I was so looking forward to being the French guy in the Matrix movies.
I don't even know these guys.
Things go south fast as only one of the criminals is left alive. Or so we're led to believe.
Gotta hate this job.
This is Frank Castle, played by Thomas Jane, who works for the FBI and, wouldn't you know it, is one day from retirement.
Frank Castle, the finest man I've ever known. What am I gonna do without you?
Get a girlfriend.
Yes, son of a too old for this. No, you're out of order, loose cannon bunch of tropes, you. Meanwhile, at evil Barbie's dream house, we see the bad news of the dead gangsters is delivered, and the only one left alive, named Mickey, is called in for questioning.
What might be comforting to me is to watch the slow death of the man who was supposed to be taking
Fucking John Travolta. Ugh. Yeah, him in Battlefield Earth. When you learn how to spell your name! I was trained to conquer galaxies! This film was 4 years after that. Yeah.
care of my son.
It turns out one of the gangsters killed is the son of Howard Saint, played by John Travolta, who's a powerful mob boss.
The man who's responsible for my son's death must die.
Sorry, new contacts. Did I hit him?
He wanted to go alone. He thought he could impress you or something.
Now bury yourself. Meanwhile, Frank starts his retirement by going home to his wife, Maria, played by Samantha Mathis.
Hi, Daisy. Yeah, she was Daisy in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Not the... No, as in... The fucking Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo one.
This was a hard one.
Yeah, but I said the same thing to you after Super Mario Brothers.
Told ya.
He also has a freshly ready-to-die son named Will.
Someday when you're older, Will, I'll tell you why we had to move so much.
Second family, isn't it? No, they're my first family. You're my second family. We cut back to Saint, and you'll find Travolta is a lot of fun in this. And not in the usual Turl or Castor Troy way. He plays everything like he's seen.
Oh yeah, he's in Face Off, isn't he? He's over the top in that. He's a gangster in that film as well.
Everything with anger, but keeps himself calm by constantly thinking how he's gonna kill the person who angered him.
Now, I understand your grief, but for your own safety, leave this to professionals.
Professionals. Yes.
I know a professional.
Have you noticed? I've actually just realised John Travolta, he's been in quite a few mob movies, hasn't he? Didn't he? Was he in one called, was it Gotti or Gucci? Which for that year was like one of the worst films ever made for that year. Let me know in the comments what film I'm thinking of.
Professional scrotum separator looking for work. Back with Frank, he goes to a family reunion with his father, played by Roy Schneider, making a toast.
I just want to say that I'm very happy that you're all here. I'm very proud.
Rob Schneider, that's Jaws, isn't it? Smile, you son of a bitch.
Proud that you're all here. I love you.
Now let's all continue to be alive in the most alive way that we can. To being alive and not the other thing that's not alive.
I lost so much time with both of you.
I married you. I knew what I was doing, and I'd do it again.
Till something do we part. It doesn't matter. It's never going to be an issue anyway.
Yeah.
Saint finds out who Frank is, though, and orders him to be killed. His wife, Livia, even says, throw the whole family in there while you're at it.
His whole family.
That stare, though. That stare, and when she says to the whole family, just that stare. That is great acting by her. Fucking great acting by her. Just deadpan, serious look, skull on her face. Kill the whole family, get rid.
Is this what you want?
He said that like, are you sure? You might get a tummy ache if you kill the whole family. You know what I asked when I first read a Punisher comic? Why does he have a skull on his shirt? I really need that explained.
The guy in the shop said it wards off evil spirits.
It also might just look cool if you kill a guy while wearing it. Not everything needs an origin story.
Yeah.
The monsters, of course, find his family and start shooting him up.
Oh, that was a bit of a delay then.
Slight delayed reaction. It's like Looney Tunes. He had to realize he'd been shot before gravity took over. How about a nice bar by you?
Oh.
Before you cooked into Michael Myers' dummy double.
Oh, the timing on that was actually pretty funny, to be fair. The timing on that was pretty fucking funny. Some guy's just been burnt by a barbecue. What comes on? A fucking holiday advert for fucking warm weather. Okay.
Most of his family is wiped out, including his wife and son.
This film was... I just saw the license plate. This film was actually... it was recorded in Puerto Rico.
Maybe my wife and kid are under those pancakes. Oh no! They shoot him as well and blow the place up. By the way, all this... totally survivable. Yeah, I love people who get a passion of the Christ worth of pain always end up just limping away. Yeah, walk on one leg. That shows you're hanging on to life by merely a thread. At least now this interrupts Travolta's pipe smoking. That's really weird.
John, act, come on.
I asked you to avenge our son, and you did.
You win sex tonight. Frank is saved by a local fisherman who, I guess, heals him and lets him stay at his place for a long time, even though I don't know if they ever explained who he was. Oh, wait, there's this brief moment.
People around here call him a witch doctor. Only one damn fool crazy enough to swim over there.
Well, I don't know about you, but that's all I need. I don't need any dialogue from this character or anything. I feel like I got him figured out. And despite Yaz being away for obviously a long time, he still heals up like the T-1000. I mean, did you see half of this? And all we got is, oh, is that a little pink on your chest? You should look.
God, really? You should have fucking like burn marks and fucking scarring and fucking scabs all over because he got burnt. Should have cut marks all over his face. He's literally got nothing. It's indestructible.
Like the ending of a Ren and Stimpy cartoon.
Ah!
So wow, you've been out long enough to grow a beard and have the police show up, yet nobody's cleaned the place yet? Hey, officer, it's been weeks. Can we...
I'll say one thing though, the guy's Jack though.
Finally take the police tape down? No, some fingerprints might show up in the sand or something. He of course vows revenge and loads up with as many weapons as possible. He first meets up with Mickey to try and get information out of him.
I talk to you, they'll kill me. What's the torch for?
He tells him the flame will hurt so much his nerves won't feel it at first, and all he'll feel is the cold, which leads to a pretty funny moment.
Son of a bitch!
Nobody told me the Punisher was so silly. I love how the guy who arguably started all this probably gets off the easiest. For he tells him in great detail how the crime family works, and discovers he doesn't like the Saints either, so he decides to help.
I hate
the Saints? Saints are not that bad. Normally wear purple though.
the Saints.
You're gonna help me.
I think too that unlike most revenge stories where the lead would let everyone still think he was dead, he pretty much announces in the least subtle way possible he's still alive. Which, yeah, if you cut ahead to later, you can kind of see why a lot of these people want them to think they're dead in revenge movies. Oh yeah, they want to find where you live, and that's a little easier when they know who you are. But anyway, he also thinks the police are bought off by the Saints.
It's been 5 months since my family was killed. I don't see one man in jail.
Good point, arrest him. As you'd expect, he gets to work trying to destroy the Saints' business. Hey, and I thought the Democrats lost the election. He takes out the henchman inside and gives a clear message to Howard Saint. Who is it mere does he have a very strange way of summing up things.
Maybe he's still alive because he was meant to suffer more, I don't know. He misses his family and he wants to die. He's asking for help, so let's help him.
You're like The Godfather, written by Shyamalan. Your sentences are just a little off.
I actually can't agree with that, actually. Yeah. No, he's coming after you because you killed his family. He wants revenge.
Even the acting here suddenly gets a little strange.
We want our money back, all right? Do you want us to find another banker?
No.
Okay.
Did everyone get hit with the just a little weird ray today?
Yeah.
Frank sees his awkward but still friendly neighbors are in trouble with an angry ex, so he decides to help them out.
Shouldn't play with knives.
They don't shoot bullets very well.
Yeah.
This is Joan, Dave, and I kid you not, Bumpo.
And Bumpo's the... Well, you can probably figure out which one Bumpo is.
That sounds like Dumbo's horny brother. How am I supposed to take any movie with that name seriously? Oh, also, bet you didn't know this was a musical.
I can hear what you're thinking, all your doubts and fears.
It's a Johnny Cash song, isn't it? I'm pretty sure WWE used the Johnny Cash version of that song for Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I'm pretty sure they did. It's not the only wrestling reference I know in this film. There's 2 other wrestling references. We'll get there in a minute.
This is like a choose-your-own adventure, except it takes you to different genres. This is Harry Heck. Okay, how many of these characters' names are Cartoon Network shows? Who says he wrote that song for him, he'll sing it at his funeral, and then goes away. Oh, he also tries to kill him a second later. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't expect a series where the main character looks like this to be subtle.
Bring a knife to a gunfight.
I wrote a song about this. It goes, I'll sing it at my funeral.
Are you interested in becoming a professional actor?
Oh, here we go. Look, let's see what more dodgy adverts I'm getting.
It's important to have flexibility in your job. Take me, for example. Every day I work, cry, work, stare into the empty void of my nothingness, then catch up. If I didn't have that flexibility, I wouldn't be able to do those things you're questioning right now. Stamps.com understands that. With Stamps.com, tedious tasks like sending certified mail, invoices, checks, or documents and packages can be done on your time, not somebody else's. Stamps.com. More sing.
So yeah. Well, just a pop was saying, is the Switch 2 worth it? Drink ketchup.
His businesses literally keep blowing up in his face, making his clients more angry and resulting in still kind of odd dialogue.
And Mike, if you don't like it, just remember one thing. I've got more guns than you do.
This is how 10-years play gangster.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm king of the mafia because I have more guns than you.
Yeah.
His neighbors try to reward Frank for helping them out by making him dinner.
I'd like us to all say what we're thankful for. I'm thankful to be alive this year.
Cool, my family isn't next.
I know what it's like to try and make your memories go away.
She moves pretty damn...
Why is she touching him? He's clearly not interested. He's still fucking grieving the loss of his wife and son. That could take out most people.
Fast for the not signals he's been giving, as he can't seem to let the past go. However, a Popeye villain enters to remind him the past.
Hi, Kevin Nash! Big sexy! Woo woo! Big Daddy cool!
Past isn't done with him either. These assassins are punch-out characters if their boxing gloves were replaced with grenades. But yeah, this is pretty fun. It's also so cartoonishly over the top, I don't think Tom and Jerry could survive this.
Fun fact, that blood mark on Kevin's shoulder right there was a legitimate blood mark. Because when the Punisher stabbed him, the prop guy gave him the wrong knife. So he legitimately stabbed him. So after the film this scene, Kevin had to go to hospital.
Frank finally defeats him, but other men are on their way, so the neighbors try to hide him.
Where's Castle? Who lives here? I asked you a question, fat man.
Show some respect. His name is Bumpo. They start ripping off Dave's piercings, and I'll just say it, a crazy difficult scene to watch. When the family getting killed is a lighter moment, that's saying something.
Yeah.
And they think because Dave doesn't talk, he doesn't know where Frank is. He rises like a Frankenstein monster. Okay, that's a little funnier spelled out. And gives the henchman the chop.
Say you kill them all. Then what? What makes you any different from them?
Your friend just has face destapled. Is now really the time you want to ask
Yeah.
that? Frank slowly but surely plants evidence to make it look like Howard's wife is seeing his hitman Quentin. This causes them naturally to turn against each other.
Have you lost your mind?
I give you everything, but it wasn't enough. My live.
Well, this wasn't how I planned coming out, but got some news for you.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
You know, is it odd that the most brutal scenes in this movie aren't from The Punisher? Of course, he confronts Olivia next. I'm sure they'll talk it out.
The fuck?
She could survive that. I don't think she's coming back.
Oh my god. Literally took his own wife and chucked her on the train tracks. What the fuck?
Frank Castle is dead. He died with his family.
This might sound like a weird criticism, but I think the music is a little too heroic for this character.
Yeah.
I'm not even against him being a vengeful, blood-hungry rebel. I'm just against music scoring him like he's the 1990 Captain America movie.
Oh, that's a bad film.
Not vengeance. Punishment.
I just saw a woman get literally railroaded. This is not a charming adventure. I bet Orson Welles would get his lines right in that champagne commercial if this happened every time he didn't.
Oh.
Ah, the French.
Frank shoots up the henchmen, even makes some of them sing opera. Ooh, he could have an album with that voice. After Howard's other son who left him for dead on the docks.
You look like a strong kid. You must work out. Personnel mine weighs 8 pounds. Try holding it with an outstretched arm. Hell of a workout.
I'd love to have you as my spotter. Finally, he goes after the big man himself.
You killed my son.
Both of them.
Oh, that's a fucking badass line. That bit there, that's pretty badass. You killed my son. Both of them. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, actually, I just found out my wife was pregnant.
High-performance NVIDIA GPUs from just 69 cents per hour. Power your AI with Zero.
Oh, at least a commercial that I've heard of. Go compare.
This all builds up
He used to have the opera singer for years and years and years. He's not in the ads anymore.
to a gigantic, epic. Guess we're done.
And now I've killed you.
They didn't touch you yet.
Well, he does drag.
Demolition Man. Phoenix!
Through a literal sea of exploding cars, which honestly just feels like an excuse to have some exploding cars. But on the bright side, look, an excuse to have some exploding cars. But on top of the effects, not exactly looking the best. It ends on this lame visual.
Bit cheesy.
You didn't need that. It looks like Xenomorph Garfield. For the one person flying overhead, it'll be like, okay, another day in Tampa. He plans to axe himself off too, but he gets a vision of his wife saying, "Stop it." Which looks very much like a scene that was shot for something else, but I don't know, we had to edit something in there to have this line make sense.
You're right. Good memories can save your life.
I was gonna pull the trigger, but then I randomly remembered.
Ha!
I need to live in a world with that in it. He says he's off to punish others who practice injustice, but he left a ton of money for them before he left. Oh good, that'll cover 1/5 of Dave's medical bills. I like the last scene. It's supposed to be the big hero moment staring out in the city like you saw in all superhero movies at that time, but because they have no music, it sounds like he's recording a podcast with no views.
Frank Castle is dead. Call me the Punisher.
Please. I'll sub to your channel if you sub to mine. Nah, too late. You made it weird. First you had the musical score to Steel, then you have absolute silence, and now you have heavy metal? This isn't a...
Yeah, the song that played there was Step Up by Drowning Pool. Fucking love that. So if you want to step up when you're getting knocked down. Then you look... Oh, fuck. When you work another day, to see another day. If you want to step up. I said there was a second wrestling reference. That was WrestleMania 20 theme. That's how I know it.
Soundtrack, it's a random setting on Spotify. And that was The Punisher. At its worst, it's a little awkward. At its best, it's alright.
Yeah.
I think I'm a sucker for movies where a bunch of bad people get their comeuppance by a person who's been wronged. And as those kind of movies go, it has some decent moments. It does feel like a film that needed more time to flesh out its identity, as it does just go from one moment to the next without much of its own style.
Yeah.
But there are moments that stick out, sometimes in a bad way, but more often than not in an entertaining way. If it had a little more time, I think it could be a little less generic, but like I said, there are some elements that stick out. Travolta's acting is fun, some of the fight scenes are creative, the weapons can be pretty cool, and of course, there's some really sick, twisted ways he gets back at the wrongdoers.
Yeah.
Out of all the Marvel movies that weren't connected to the MCU, this one is the most okay-ish. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Aww. Fully display. He's nuts. Oh yeah, I was thinking in my head just now. Has he done Daredevil? Yeah, he has. So, I haven't seen that film, but I know the film's really good, and I thought critic review here was really good. It was spot on. When was this uploaded? Oh, January 22nd. So it was like his second review he did? Second, third review. So, let me know guys in the comments below. What is your favourite Marvel movie? Let me know in the comments below. I don't know when my next reaction's going to be. I might try and get another one done in a bit when I've had some food. Because when you guys see this, I'll be at work. Because I've got to work. When you guys see this, I've got to work this afternoon. 1 till close. And then I've got to be up early in the morning for 6 AM and do 6 AM till dinner. But then I've got, I think it's either 5 days off or 6 days off. I think it's 6. I think I've got 6 days off after today. So after tomorrow morning shift. So it's not too bad. It could be way worse. I just want to say, yeah, thank you everyone for checking out the videos. Check out my Twitch as well, guys. Do follow me over on there. It is twitch.tv/AcA Guenter. I stream. I'm aiming for 3 to 4 streams a week, 2:30 PM United Kingdom time, which I believe is like, I think on the East Coast it's 9:30 in the morning US, and then in the Pacific time it's 6:30 in the morning. I wish I could stream later, but I can't, guys. Where my PC is, it's upstairs in my room, and I can't go on it after a certain time because my son's asleep. I can only do stuff in the morning and the afternoon. Throat's killing me today. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Have a good one. I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.